Hey, everybody. What's going on? Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I sure apologize.
No.
I sure apologize. How everybody doing? Hey, Roshandra, what's going on? How you doing, girl? All right. Let's get this thing going. Amen, y'all. All right. Trying to add myself. Oh, I ain't even got my day. I ain't even got my camera on, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute now. I'm not even ready. Okay, here we go. All right, I apologize. I'm never ready, y'all. I don't know what my problem is. I'm gonna do better for 2025 with being more organized.
No.
Okay. Get rid of this music here. All right. Hey, Moochie, I see you here. I heard you knocking on the door. I heard Moochie bringing the doorbell, banging on the door.
So I gotta send you the damn doorbell. I keep forgetting to do that shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Why am I this volume down so low? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I said, I know. I thought I heard somebody banging and knocking, looking through the windows and looking through the curtain and say, I'm here. I'm here. I heard you. And then I see Toya driving up in the driveway right here.
What's going on?
Put your car in park.
Yeah, put the car in park. You know what I'm saying? Take off your shoes and relax your feet. Come on over to my place. Come on over to my place. I'm sorry, y'all. I wish we could play music on here because I would be on here jamming on this thing. That's why I got to get my rumble going.
Inga, you in a good mood this evening.
I don't know why. I ain't like I had no drink or no smoking or nothing. I just feel I got Tupac across my chest. So, got my boy here. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood today. I am. Yeah. So, but this story is not a good story to be in no good mood for. This is no winners in this story. Okay. This is not a happy ending at all. No happy ending at all. I mean, it's a tragedy. It's a tragic story. This is really a cautionary tale for other people, like athletes and people doing. It's just to be careful with that getting hit in the head and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, wait a minute, did they make some changes on this StreamYard thing?
Yeah, because that's how I couldn't find the thing where I remember last night I couldn't find the thing where you show your names. It took me a couple of minutes to find that joker.
Okay, because I was like, I know someone was looking different on here. Okay, whatever. They always doing something. Yeah, it's this thing is definitely tragic. It's definitely tragic. I don't even know what more to say about it. But I will say I have to give this whole series, limited series, a 10. It was good to me.
Oh yeah,
it was good. I mean, even though, like we all said, every episode we know the story, we saw all the documentaries, the made for TV movie, everything. We saw everything. We saw when it was going on in real time. But even watching it again, it just brings up all the stuff. And oh, wait a minute. I just see somebody get off the bus and walk up my doorstep. Oh, they ain't got it.
Go ahead. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, what's going on, girl? What is happening today? You look cute.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so, well, Tamika, I just said, I don't know if you heard in the background what I was saying that this is a tragic story. There's no winners in this story, even though we enjoyed it as consumers watching it. But if you're going through it, this is not a good story. There's Yeah. What you think about?
Yeah, I feel like there's no winners in this. It's a sad story all around and a bunch of loss.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was sitting there thinking, like, all right, well, is there any kind of happy end? Is it any kind of redemption or anything? No, I can't find nothing. I
No.
can't find nothing. I don't know. It's a mess. It is a mess. Well, we all know what went down with this thing,
Mm-hmm.
but oh wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Now my thing trying to pull a Tamika and freeze up on me. Okay. So, here we go. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna change the give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna change
Oh,
the way this thing look. Okay. Yeah, y'all, this was I mean, it opens up how it ended. You know what I mean? When they opened up his brain, y'all, I just like, Lord, I know this is what the doctors have to do, scientists, they do this, research people, they do this. I don't know if I could do it because that's not my my ministry is to be a surgeon or anybody cutting up the heart and the brain and all that. I
Yeah.
just couldn't do it, you know. I mean, I wasn't freaked out by it because I know this is just television, but in real life, I don't know if I could saw somebody's head open, and take their
Mm-hmm.
brain
oh,
out. Mm.
that was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
But
and
I
we know
felt
this
like it was necessary though.
it was necessary. We know this goes on every day, so this is not like something unheard of. It's just that it was hard to see. Yeah, but it was definitely necessary in his case. Um, and when she said, oh my, what did she say? Oh my goodness, or something. She made a
Mm-hmm.
comment or something. I can't remember how she said it, but she
Mm-hmm.
obviously she knew how bad it was. And then, does anybody know, Tori? Are you familiar with this sports radio station,
Um,
whatever it is?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm
I
not
know
sure.
it's one in Boston. This is a sports radio thing in Boston that
That's probably what it is.
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
So it's not like one of those big ones that's nationally known everywhere.
No.
Oh, well, see, I don't listen to sports radio, so it could be nationally known or like on XM radio or something, and I don't know. So,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Miss T, um, well, these guys, I mean, they ain't have no, they ain't got no sympathy. They were clowning him. I think they were even comparing him to OJ.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had no sympathy, and I can understand. It's hard to have sympathy, and then here we got the cousin Tanya. Now she really now you can see she
Yeah,
going through it.
it's really
I said,
taking a toll because this
yeah,
time she
this
ain't
is
got
at
no
the end for
eyebrows.
her. Yeah, this is at the end for her. Look like she probably did chemo or something like that, and it's at the end for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she did say she regret not protecting him. She owned up to that.
Right,
She felt like
right.
she could have protected him more. I was glad that she owned up to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I
did say
feel like
that.
this is his last person that's really leaving him, that was really in his corner, that didn't want something in return constantly.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Well, I don't know if she wanted something or not, but she was problematic though. I mean,
Oh
she didn't protect him.
yeah, she didn't, but I said she owned up to it.
Oh yeah, most definitely she owned up to it. Yeah, yeah, and I'm not even sure he understood that she was, on her way out the door.
Well, he said he wasn't ready for her to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have those conversations. So,
Yeah.
like, you know,
Mm.
I
Yeah,
felt, I
I
felt bad.
think this is the last we see of her too, right? We didn't see
Yeah,
her
I
no
think
more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't see her anymore after that.
we should have saw when she testified, though.
They didn't show that. I know. In the documentary you see it, but yeah, they didn't show that. Um oh, hey Sally. What's going on? Um this is this here when he was in the that's what they call like the mess hall or the wherever the rec room
Yeah.
rec area, wherever they call it. And they all sit around clowning and talking, and then you got this fool in the back. It's always got to be one, you
Oh, he
know.
pissed me off. This guy, he just was jealous,
Mhm.
like a crab in the barrel, jealous dude.
Right.
He was mad that he he just seemed like he wanted to taunt him.
Yeah,
Right.
because they went into the topic of like basketball and because they was talking about football, like his style playing football, and then it went into the topic of basketball. He just wanted to have a reason to see if he could one up him in something. He knew he couldn't get him in football clearly, but he wanted to see if he could one up him in something that he was good at and that he didn't know if Aaron was good at either.
Right.
What's up,
Hey,
Detroit?
Detroit. Hey.
What's good? What's good, people?
Oh,
What's going on with you?
Not much, man. I'm just sad about my brother Vic. He gone, man.
Oh well, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We're
Oh
gonna
my
talk about
God.
that tomorrow.
What up, Moochie? What's up, birthday
hey,
girl?
how are you?
How you doing? What up, Tamika?
Thanks for the shout out and thanks for the birthday.
No. How you doing, Tamika? What's good, Torian?
What's going on? We missed you last night.
Man, I was busy last night.
I
I wish I could
know.
come on there, man, but man, this I almost turned this series off because it was just sad, man.
Yeah,
I
it
was in a good
was.
mood, and then I just turned this on like last week, and they just brought me down. I had to turn it off for a minute. I can't. I'm like, damn, man.
What was the most crushing part to you, Detroit?
They was never married, but I'm gonna say his girlfriend, fiance, and that her sister would never probably be cool again because she took her fiance side over her sister's side. That was the
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what we all talked about last night. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we said the same thing.
Mhm.
That regardless, me and Tamika was both on. I think all of us was on the same page with this.
All of
That
us is on the same page.
all of us was on same
Yeah.
page because
Yeah.
it was just too. It was like if it was something else, then maybe I'd be your ride or die. But this was you're talking about unaliving folks. This was something
Mhm.
totally different, and it's like unnecessary. It was just.
Yeah.
That wasn't what he did to that guy was unacceptable.
Yes.
Can't no excuses around it, even though her boyfriend, I mean, well, not her boyfriend, her husband, you know what I mean? He kind of did it to himself. Like when you go home, like you ain't had to say everything. You could have been like, man, this dude crazy. You know what I mean? We were just smoking and drinking, and that's it.
But we don't know what he said. You know,
Yeah,
well, we
we
talked
don't
about
really
that last
know.
night, so we don't know. He might. Aaron was delusional. He was, this CTE affected him so bad,
Mhm.
and he's high on the stuff. So and drinking, all of the combination of all that. I think he was just paranoid. So it's like I'm thinking you saying something, Detroit, but actually you ain't even say that. That's how it is. I
Right,
think
right.
I don't think
And that happened in this episode a couple of times.
right. It happened right here in this right in this part right here. He was looking up at the ceiling, thinking that the noise of the
Yeah, he was
Those
asking him.
fluorescent lights do
the
make a
noise of
lot
the
of
flood.
noise, though. They make
Yeah,
that
but
humming noise.
Mhm.
they do, but it showed on there. They show from Aaron's perspective, it sounded like a humming noise. But when the lawyers look up, it wasn't
They don't
nothing
hear.
going on.
But
So
Yeah.
but
I
but but he
think
had a concussion though. Like when they say you got CTE/concussion, that the you ever saw a football player that always got glasses on? It's not because he blind, it's because the
Because
fact
of the bright lights.
because of the bright lights and stuff like that. And that
Mhm.
every football, I hate to say this, but most of the running backs and stuff like that, in the 90s running backs, 80 running backs, they normally have them glasses that light affect them. Them concussions, it do you in.
Mhm.
And that's what it was
And this
going, and
was
that's what's going
years of
on.
it, Detroit. This was
But
going on since he was a little boy. It
it
wasn't
Mhm.
just happening in the NFL or even in college. It was going on for a very long time, and it
I
just
don't know
gotten
how it
worse
was
over the years.
happening. I don't know
ex-
how it was happening when he was in like in middle school. because they don't really hit that hard. Because I don't
That
play little league football. That had to happen like in high school or
Well, maybe
something.
high school. Okay, let's just say high school. To that's still long enough time between high school to him being in the NFL and hit after hit after hit. Remember, we saw
And
the
maybe
concussion.
all of it didn't come from football. Allegedly, his daddy was bopping them. I mean, you get hit,
I
Exactly.
you
was
will hit
just
him
Yeah,
gonna
in
say
and
time
that.
and
because
I'm glad
boxers
Detroit
get
is
it
here
too.
yeah.
because
Yeah,
I'm glad Detroit is here because Detroit, when we went back to episode 1 or 2 at the beginning, and you were saying, "Oh, the father was a good dad," and this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, I've been going down my rabbit hole. The brother wrote a book about their life. The father used to bop them upside their head. They said they went to school with black eyes.
But
So
let
the
me ask
father
you.
wasn't no good dude either.
Let me ask you a question. I'm just asking, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. When I was when I was bad or whatever like that, now it wasn't cool. I would never do that to my kids, but my mother used to whoop me with a extension cord. Is that cool?
I
no.
mean, my dad used to whip me with belts and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I got switch. I
Yeah,
had
we
switch
all
on me.
got. I'm pretty sure
I've
everybody
had
just
switch
kind of
from
got a.
outside. Yeah,
Uh,
I
that's
You
had
gotta
cool.
bad
catch
whip.
me first. I was a runner. You gotta catch me.
Yeah,
You gotta
no,
I
catch
yeah.
started to be
me.
a runner too when that stitcher cord in there,
I'll
Yeah.
be
dog.
doing all the back and forth like I'm shaking them and everything. You gotta catch me.
That's all the stuff they used to do. The older parents back
No,
then.
whipping it. Okay, what, when we said spankings and whippings, whatever, they saying he was punching them in. My father ain't never punched me in my eyes and stuff like that,
I
like
saw
beating me
my
up like
cousin
that. I got
got smacked.
whippings though.
I saw my cousin get smacked up the head with a frying pan.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because she was mouthing up to her mama. So I'm not condoning that, but back then the parents, I mean, I hate to say this, but that type of whooping is one of the reasons why we none of us on this panel was in jail or in prison because
This is true, but I think that's
No,
what
this is in between whippings and abuse.
it
I,
is.
That's two different things.
I hear what you said, but think about it. When I'm not condoning this, but when you do something, when I got a whooping one time, and when I went back to school, I thought about it before I did because I thought about that extension cord.
Yeah,
Well,
I've
it's
had
not
his
only
physical.
it's not
I've
only
had.
the spankings though. He was practicing with his father, so that means he taking hits like that,
Hmm.
practicing, and he's practicing with the team. Remember,
and,
the
and,
father
and
had
also
them working out.
and also remember he was also being abused in another way by his uncle.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I'm
That's
not
just a lot
condoning
for a
the dad was
child.
Yeah, I
trash.
think the mother and the father both trashed. Aaron and the brother, they neither one of them had a chance. Their childhood was just messed up from the beginning. So it's a whole their whole. That's why I said this is a tragic story. There's no winners. Nobody nobody won in this story.
Can
This
I
is all.
comment on this lawyer though? This one right here.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
one,
So let's stick with the right here. So the lawyer, he's the 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 Latino lawyer. That's also the lawyer that was with Casey Anthony.
And
That
ironically, we talked about
bitch.
her last night.
And I'm going to do a thing on her.
you gotta
Uh,
watch that documentary too on Peacock. Pretty
yeah,
good.
Yeah, I was
I
just we was
yeah,
talking about
I've
last
seen
night.
many documentaries on her and those made for TV movies and stuff that they did on.
If
I can't
this lawyer
stand
could have
her.
actually, if he would have had this lawyer, he probably would have never. Hey, I hate to say this. Don't I hope nobody get mad at me, but if he if he would have had this guy, he would have never did no time.
I think so. I think if he had him, he wouldn't have did time for Odin Lloyd. Because even though they don't, it was no weapon.
Exactly. They had no proof or nothing. He would have
He
ate it.
didn't put. He didn't provide reasonable doubt.
That's a
Everything
fact.
pointed at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And how can
listen.
I say one thing though, Moochie? Now, another thing, if the lawyer would have knew, he even said in the documentary too. He said he the one thing he wished that he could have did is get Aaron Hernandez checked out for CTE. If he was able to do that, he would have been able to get him up out of jail or
No, you can't
eliminate.
get checked for CTE until you're gone.
Yeah,
You
there's no
can't
way
check
to
it in while
check
you're
like
alive.
that.
Your brain has to be not gone. Before they can check. So
But they can
they
check
can
and
check
see,
some.
but
They can
like
probably go
for
see a
how many times that
psychiatrist or
you
something.
they can see how many times not in today's football. They can see how many times you have been like how many concussions you had, and they could kind of see, you know what I mean, like, do you need to really be playing football like this guy Tua, right? He had like at least about 6 concussions, and that's just not including when he did in high school, I mean in college. And that's why a lot of people say, hey yo, man, you might have to give it up because you might have this guy he might have CTE right now.
Who?
Tua, he's a quarterback from the Dolphins. He had
Oh, I
like
know who you're talking about.
he
Yeah.
had like he had like 6 concussions. He had like 3 concussions, and when he played for Alabama.
I saw a
I mean,
younger kid's helmet. This was today. They showed it on TikTok, and it was his first day of practice, and the paint was scraped off of it. So I know he was taking blows to the head. That kid.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that's how it starts in the beginning of that, and then it's like they hype with that.
It's a
mhm.
gladiator sport,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's a gladiator sport. Like this lawyer could have been able to get him out, man.
I think so. People wouldn't have been happy about it, but
I
I
wouldn't have been happy either. No, I wouldn't have been happy. I'm sorry. I know that
You know what's so crazy? Maybe it's a good thing that
he's Torian
maybe
said
it's,
it last night. He
maybe
really
it's,
is the villain in this.
maybe
So
maybe it's a good thing that they didn't, because somebody out there on the street would have been trying to look for him. Someone would have put a hit on him. Because the thing is, the people started to like really hate him. So
yeah.
like, so he really had no place to go, and then something else came out where we ain't get that far yet, but I'll let you get work
He
up
was
to
not
that
going to
part.
be able to get back. Even if this is say the what ifs, he gotten off, walked away, whatever, he would have not been able to just go and live his life or go back on another team and anything like that.
Oh
His
no,
life
not another team,
would have
but he
been
would have.
over.
His football career would have. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Who's to say it would have been over with? Because in the NBA, yes. In the NFL, Jerry Jones would have picked him up. The NFL don't care
they would
about.
have picked him back up. Somebody would have picked him
Yeah,
up because he what was I gonna say? Let's say if he would have got off, right? If he would have got off, the only reason why he got kicked off was because he was charged for a crime.
Mm-hmm.
exactly,
He was
Moochie.
acquitted, so it could probably be a chance of him coming back.
He would have. I
I'm
know
trying to figure,
football.
did that happen to the Nets player when he had the whole
Yes,
pow
yeah,
pow
yeah,
incident at
yeah,
his
yeah,
house?
yeah.
And
Yes,
I
it
think they
did.
let him come back and play ball.
Yes, they
Mm-hmm.
did. In the football, I love the NFL football. Trust me. The way I hate to say this, but the NFL don't care. It's not a liberal sport. It's conservative.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
true.
they don't
That is
care.
very
Like
true.
they
They're all
believe
about money. They all about
they all
money.
about money. They believe
Yeah.
if you are innocent in court, they would have the Jerry Jones or somebody would have picked them up. They would
Of
have
course,
probably he
Master
probably
Dre
would
would
have to
have.
wait a year to get reinstated by the NFL. But as soon as he would have got reinstated, he would have did his little workout, proved that he still could play football. He would have been on the team with a cheap contract.
Yeah, maybe. You probably right.
They done did
He,
this before.
or could have went to Canada and played. You
I'm
know.
I'm telling you, Inga, he would have been right on that football field. Hell,
Yeah.
the Patriots probably would have scooped him up again. Like, okay, he didn't do it, and they would have waited for about a good 8 months. They would have picked him up again. I'm telling you, this what they would
Yes,
have did.
yes, Miss T. They dropped him the moment that they arrested him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
same day they arrested
It
him, they
was
dropped
real quick in real life. Like I was like,
him.
damn, they ain't even wait around.
No, snatched his name down, pictures down, scrubbed him off the websites and everything. He was
Mm-hmm.
out of here. Yeah. Well, they told him in the last scene that we need to have your family there for this trial, and he said, I'm gonna call my mother, and then the mother, this is why I got the flames going, because the mother needs to go in the middle of this inferno right here, because she was like,
Trash.
oh, no, she not going. And she said, we not going. The brother can't get a job, and he's in Texas trying to work. And the mother talking about, we're not gonna let you disrupt our life again. And I'm like,
Look,
bitch,
she is
what are you
selfish.
And
She
it
was
was
like, he can't get a job because of you.
Yeah, and she made it all about her.
Listen, Mama is
Yeah.
trash, but guess what? I ain't going either. I mean, at the end of the day, she failed him anyway. She didn't do nothing for him his whole life. So what's the point of coming to play a role now at the end of the
Right.
damn road?
This
Right.
this
What
is
she
also
say?
one of the
She
moments.
said that's all I wanted was for you to need me or whatever, something like, or
And
listen.
this is also the moment right here where he had one of his episodes when he was talking to him
Yeah.
because he looked back at them and said, "Shut the f up," and it was
And
like,
nobody was even
Nobody
talking.
was
Yeah.
talking.
Nobody was even talking. They looking like, what is he talking about? Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I was wondering what was he talking about. I was looking at that like, is he okay? Like, who's
no,
talking to
but
him?
he's not okay. I mean,
but
he's
also,
not okay. Like
but also going back to the. But also going back to the light part, I don't know if you have that in your pictures, but remember it was a part and when he was inside of the cell and he had took the red shirt and covered up that light to dim it so it wouldn't be so bright in the room.
Oh yeah, I didn't take the picture of that, but I remember that. Yes, yeah, that
Those
was
was one of the things that the doctor warned them about. Remember, they said the
yeah,
bright lights, the
Mm-hmm.
TV. He needs to
Uh
stay
huh.
away from the TV, the bright lights, the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because even when I get migraines, I can't take the lights in the TV. So I can't even
Right.
imagine you got concussions and CTE. Like, hell no.
Stay away from them drugs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but he was doing it all, and so he goes, and this dude with the do rag, he was a clown, a bozo. He's just trying to show off for the other guys in the jails.
Yeah, I didn't like
Um,
him.
nah,
And
who?
that's when they was playing in there. He was getting the best of Aaron, and then he felt disrespected, and Aaron like pulled an NFL move on him and knocked him down, and then he went in, and then all of a sudden the guard came from behind with that baton and clacked him back in the back of his head.
Oh yes, and that
when
made it worse again. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that was like the equivalent of him getting hit again on the field.
Yeah, when he got hit in the back of the head with the billy club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. It just made it worse again. They said basketball wasn't his sport. No, I mean, but now you can't play football in the
But he
prisons. I
actually
know
did
about.
play But he actually did play basketball though. That's the crazy part. Well, football.
Oh yeah, that's right. Remember the scene when the mother showed up, fighting in the gym? Yeah, that's right. He was playing basketball. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did.
Can I
Well,
ask y'all?
but his mom was just messed up though, y'all. That's the reason why he can't focus on anything. So go ahead with your question.
Can I ask you a question? I gotta be honest. Great. This was a great. I don't want to say great. This was a good series. I actually thought they rushed it. Like honestly, it didn't happen
Yeah,
that soon. Like a
yeah,
lot
we
of
talked
stuff.
about this yesterday.
A
Yeah,
lot
it
of stuff
was
had to
rushed.
happen before they even arrested this guy. He still was playing football. No, man. I was mad at that at the
No, they
episode.
did, but we only got 10 episodes. It wasn't like we got a long, like
But that's
they
but
doing a
that
part
but
1, part 2 or something.
that's
They
they
could have
fault
done
for
this in
force.
2 parts, but
They could have did it in 2 parts though, and then they wasted a lot of like them sex scenes they was doing that stuff. Some of that stuff was not even needed though. They wasted a lot of stuff with that.
yeah, we mentioned all that yesterday. We talked the same thing you're saying. We had the same thoughts.
Cause
Everybody in the
I
chat
look
too
at
said the same thing.
episode 10 today. I'm like, dang, like this.
Well,
I'm like, we was just in court.
well, okay. If you go back and remember the OJ one, the People versus OJ Simpson, all that initial whole thing was more than a year. They so we only got 10 episodes, Detroit. So we got to squeeze
But they
a whole
did
bunch
better.
of stuff
But,
in.
OJ versus the people did way better in this because they made you feel like they wasn't rushing.
No, and they got all the key parts here. They spent too much time on. Okay, I'm not saying we shouldn't see the sex scene or I mean the gay scene, whatever about his life. That's part of his life. If that's who he is, that's who he is.
Allegedly, we don't really know that though. But they spent too much. I know more about his sex life than I know about the court case because that court summit I watched that on ESPN.
I believe that he was, but however, I don't think we needed to see a whole half of an episode on it. Like it was one episode that was like half the episode when he went to Cabo with the guy went to Mexico. That was just drawn out too long.
That's what I'm saying. That we
Yeah.
ain't get that court case was okay, it had like it happened in one day. He got convicted. It didn't work like that, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it is what this is what we
Yeah,
this is what
he
they
is.
I mean, but this is what they gave us. I mean, we got to go by what they gave us. So,
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
just saying though, because I like to call it down the middle because I notice not saying us, but a lot of people be trashing Tyler Perry shows and a lot of black shows and stuff like this. But when shows like this, they don't give them no pushback. I'm gonna give them pushback because this was the
It's
pacing
not
of
the
that
and
was
it's not the
horrible.
first and it's not the first time Ryan Murphy has done stuff like this with his shows, especially since he is a man in the academy himself. This man has been known to put this stuff in everything that he does for the most part. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
and extra too with it.
it's gonna be sprinkled in there somewhere. I mean, he did.
Yeah,
I mean, with Jeffrey Dahmer,
oh, when
we
the
already knew.
Menendez, I mean, you know,
We,
they was all in that too. So,
well, we know with Dahmer, we know he was in it. We know about him.
with Donald, that was a fact. That's not alleged.
Yeah,
That was
I,
yeah.
oh
That's
yeah,
a,
that's definitely a fact with him.
I know about that, but I remember when I was looking at like when people was coming out about it, that you had people that was in that community that was upset about it because they were portraying, with Jeffrey Dahmer, because he's a serial killer who happened to be a gay man. I'm like, why are you upset about it? He was a serial killer who was a gay man.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
nothing to be upset about. I mean, I remember
He's not,
that case
as long
too.
as long as you don't feel like he's a representative of you, then you should not be worried.
And I'm not mad at
Mhm.
AT. I'm not mad that they put that in there because me personally, I just don't believe it or whatever like that. Some of the things they was putting in there, but they wasted so much time doing that. But then they ain't spend no time with the court case because this court case wasn't no 2 weeks. Hell, it wasn't even a month. Like
No.
I don't understand what was the point of giving it. Like they could have gave us more about the court case. They wasted time worried about this man's personal life that
Yeah.
don't have nothing to really do with his story.
And then you also
They
got to
should
think too that this was on FX, not Netflix.
exactly.
If this was on Netflix, it probably would have been dealt with a little bit differently. But
They
because it
still
was
would have had
FX,
only about 8 to 10 episodes.
But
Yeah.
net,
I know that. I know that, but FX is ran a little bit different because Netflix is streaming.
Yeah.
FX is a cable
It's still a
platform.
cabinet because they got commercials. So they still got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
you know, I don't know, but
Netflix would have definitely did it different because Netflix would have wasted. They would have wasted none of all that
well,
damn time
HBO
about
or
that.
something like that. It could have been on
Uh-huh.
HBO. Yeah, yeah. Well,
But, I mean, I guess we'll never
I
know
still
now.
liked it though. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. I
That
still
part.
like this. Yeah.
Hold on, go back to
I liked
let me
it
go
to the
back, Inga.
first. I'm gonna
Huh?
be honest with you.
Go
I
back.
like.
Can you go back to the last one, Inga?
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
This part was kind of funny though. When he had to
Yeah.
go get his hair, when he had to go get his hair cut
Yeah.
by the guy, and he said he
Mhm.
was like, I forgot what he had said. I forgot what
He
he had
said,
told him.
find you
He-
another
Another.
knuckle to cut your
That's
hair.
right. That's right.
Hey,
That's right.
hey,
And
Tamika,
If you got a
I
problem,
thought this was Uncle Cliff, man.
if
I
you
said,
got a
I said, why
problem,
they got
find
this
you
nigga in
another.
this?
you know something? I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of did too a little bit
I
for
said,
like
why he in
for a
here?
clip for a quick second. I did too. I
Look,
had to look through. Yeah, I did too for a second.
if you got a problem, find someone to find another knuckle trial.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. What you gonna do? You need to get your hair cut for court. So what you gonna
Yeah.
do? So he going back. So that he go them guys again. These radio guys, and they just don't give it. Then they clowning
Yeah.
him. Oh well, I'm
You
going
can
too fast.
you can tell like those are more like you can tell those are like conservative
I was
media
just about to say. I was
sports
just about to say that.
shows.
That,
That's
that was,
literally
yeah.
they remind me of like
That's
like
Alex Jones type of
yeah,
style,
like
bro.
like them or Jason Whitlock.
Like, yeah.
Mm. So now this guy
Sherrod.
wasn't it Sherrod coming to testify, and his eye all tore up. He blind in
He
one
got
eye.
he got
Got a
he got
glass
that
eye.
he got that Terry
Mhm.
eye.
Right. Yeah, he looked crazy, and
They ate him up in court. That was easy money, bro.
but you know
Anybody said they
something. But
picked him
this is
apart.
why Aaron won this case. That's why he won this one because of Sherrod. Sherrod lost the case. Yeah, he lost the case because how are you gonna? Because I saw the real footage of this. And the real guy, he was going back and forth with the lawyer. He getting outraged and just being smart in the mouth. And
Once he
how you
started
think?
cussing and stuff, it was a wrap.
Yeah, it was a wrap. Yeah, it was a wrap.
And he didn't say that he did it until after he got up. Did that really happen? Because I can't remember that part.
That never
I do
happened. That
remember him
never happened.
testifying. I said, "Oh, they being dramatical now with this part."
Right.
No, I
I
don't think
just
it'd be
say that.
dramatic because I think it he was he did get into verbal back and forth with the
Oh,
lawyer.
I know that. I'm talking about the standing up and you
You
did
know
this
that
to
TV.
me. That
Oh, I
part.
don't know. I'm gonna look. I'll go down my
Yeah,
I'll go
he-
back
yeah.
down to the rabbit hole and look and see.
To
if
answer
there's
to
any-
answer Sally's question, no, that's not him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Sally.
No, that wasn't him. Yeah,
They didn't.
He
They
never
didn't.
had
They didn't.
one.
I'm glad they ain't
Right.
show it. We ain't need to see it. We got the gist of it. We
You know
got
why?
we
I'm gonna tell you
understand.
why. I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna say something about this. You know why we never see them? Because it was no such thing as a prison boo. Because they
Okay.
made that up on that man. Now, if you want to say the man is sus, I'm not here to debate that. He probably was, but even though the man is a dirtbag to certain people, you know what I mean? Because some people probably don't really care. But he's a dirtbag. Don't be putting no extra salt on this man's name because the man no longer here. He never had a
Uh-huh.
prison boo. They just sit there and made that up to make that man look
Hey,
worse.
Yeah, I
hey,
think I
Be
believe the
Will.
Patriots was spinning that nonsense.
Exactly. They
I
put
don't
that
know.
narrative out like that. That
I
never
might have to
happened.
disagree with y'all.
They part of the media. I
Mhm.
don't
I
care. The
understand.
NFL is going to take whatever focus off of
Thank you,
that
Moochie.
CTE as possible, and
Thank
that's
you.
why they
I
kept focusing
I
on
agree with that
on
part, but
his
that doesn't mean the
sexuality.
man wasn't gay. I
No,
think
I
people
didn't
just
say
in
that.
denial about it, and it's okay. We can
I
move
didn't
on
say
from
I
it.
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I was
I
just
said
saying.
I said he might have been sus, but I said he never had a prison boo. That never happened. Like I don't
I mean, I
understand.
can't say I wasn't in the jail, so I'm not gonna say it didn't happen. I
So
wasn't.
why? So let me ask you a question. Why haven't he came out and said anything right now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We just never heard from the person. I don't know.
Because
He did
you know
come
why we ain't
out.
never heard from the person? Because it don't exist. Because in today's age, if you sit there and get money off you can come like, that's my pause. But if he say that's his boo, he can actually get money and make him a docu-series and get money off this man.
Well, we
Why
see
he
the
even
other
did
guy
it?
is the one from high school.
Well,
Exactly, Moochie. Why he done got through about 5 documentaries out. Why
He
his prison
traveling the
boo?
whole circuit
all
of
right,
the
y'all. We're
country.
gonna move on from the boo thing. So,
Hey,
Tamika
Moochie,
gonna have to get off here
my
shortly.
Scorpio
We're
sister
spending too much
Moochie
time on the gay stuff. Let's move on,
No,
y'all. Let's
hold
move
on,
on.
hold on. My Scorpio sister Moochie already know what it is because if I don't see it, for me, my brain, if I don't see the person coming out and complaining about this, why even bring this on the show and why put this on this man? The man is no longer here. He's a dirtbag. But don't be putting extra salt on this man's name because y'all want to hit the narrative of the gay community. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's
All
just fair.
right.
That's fair game. Same thing they do for OJ Simpson, right? They put all this fake narrative about this man. This man is OJ is innocent, and they still say this man killed. I mean, I don't want to say killed. He unalived his wife. Don't they do that, Inga?
Yeah, and I never was for that. I was
Me
always on
neither.
OJ's side. Yeah, on this one. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Fair is fair. That's
I
all.
think OJ is a dirtbag as far. I do think he was abusive, because or whatever like that. But I don't think he,
Yeah, me and you. I'm
did.
just saying fair is fair.
I
Though,
ain't saying he's
like,
no perfect man. I ain't gonna
no,
say
I'm
like
not
that.
saying that. I'm
Putting
not
him
saying
up on
that
the
at
pot. But
all.
I do think that I don't think he did what they said he did. So
Me neither.
I
um
agree.
yeah
Fair is fair.
yeah. I don't know, y'all. I don't
Just like
even
they
know.
do Michael Jackson. The man no longer
Oh
to
no, I
defend
will fight
himself.
anybody who tried to talk bad about Michael Jackson. Okay,
They do they
we
do
would
that
be
to they do
fighting up
that to
in
a
No,
here.
lot of people. You notice this, guys. Every time somebody, if they bad or good, and if they not here to defend themselves, they put the fake narrative about what they did. It's not fair to do that. If you like them or not, it's not fair.
No, it's not fair. But but two things can be true, like RC said. I agree with that. Let's get back to let's get back to the case. So this the family of one of them people that there was them guys was in that car.
In the car.
Yeah, and I feel bad for those families. Like Odin's family and this guy. I feel bad because the family's not getting no justice at all. So,
I don't feel bad for them.
oh, you don't feel bad for the
No, I'm gonna
victim?
tell you why, because you don't know the story, Moochie. They was bad people too. They was unaliving people. Them dudes, they don't want to tell that story, but them in that documentary, go look at the documentary. Them two dudes that Aaron Hernandez was, was beefing with. Them dudes, I'm gonna say allegedly.
Which one? The ones that was running with him, that was coming to like his boys?
No,
Not
the one we talking about the ones
And
that
EJ.
the ones in the
Believe it.
club, right? That the ones he unalived that was in that club, right? The first one he
Yeah. The two guys in the car. Mhm.
Yeah, the two guys in the car, they wasn't innocent. They was in the streets too. They was in the streets. You know what I mean? I'm just calling it fair. I'm not saying that he should have did that, but if you in the streets doing the same thing he would do, why would I feel sorry for you? Because you took a person's life too.
Yeah, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Exactly. And I'm not making excuses, so I don't feel sorry for her. For her family. I'm just sorry. I'm not.
Okay. Well, this is we kind of mentioned it. This guy was going back and forth with this lawyer, and what's his name again, Tamika? Jose something another. What's his name? Chavez or something like that. What's his name?
Yeah, Chavez. I know his last name was Chavez.
Yeah, I don't like him anyway. Just because
he knew what he was doing.
Because he helped Anthony Casey, I don't like him. So
he was gaslighting him, and he knew exactly what he was doing, and it worked because
it did work.
Because Sharon got off his square and got off that stand, looked like he wanted to hit him, but it was so funny because the bailiff was trying to, he said, "Get the F off me." He was hopping off of this.
I'm surprised his eye ain't come. I'm surprised his eye ain't drop off, man. He was tight, man.
Okay, wait a minute, Detroit. EJ finally agreed with you on something.
Oh, what's up, EJ? Thank you.
Okay, and this all happened 7 years ago, to be exact.
It was 7 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. But this Sherrod, Sherrod, or whatever his name, he lost the case. He's the reason why they lost the case. Otherwise, Aaron probably would have got those charges put on him too.
Hold on, let me put. I want to push Inga's button right quick. You said you don't like the lawyer
because if I was needing a lawyer for a murder case or something, then yeah, I'll get him. He's gonna help me get me off. Okay. But because he helped Casey Anthony get off, that's why I don't like him.
I'm not gonna say I don't like him, but that's his job.
I understand, but I wanted that lady to get something because of what she did to her daughter. Yeah, okay,
that's blame the juror more than anything.
Yeah, I wanted her to get thrown under the prison,
that baby.
But he got her off, and he did his job. He did do his job, but that doesn't mean I liked him.
Okay,
I didn't like the lawyers that got off George Zimmerman. They could be great lawyers, but I don't like them. I don't, what I'm saying? So,
and it was at this moment when he knew he was not getting out. This was it.
Oh, okay. So this is when they talked to him about the defense. Oh no, they're the defense, right? The prosecution. Yeah. Prosecution got information of the times he was with Chris in Cabo, Mexico. They got receipts because this fool probably put it on his credit card. You know what I'm saying? Why would you put that kind of thing instead of paying cash or find
even if you pay
something doesn't leave a paper trail?
Something don't leave a paper trail. Yeah, you gonna put it on your credit. Use a fake name or something. Get somebody else to put it in their name. But yeah, you put it in your name, and then so they was able to get that. Now, this is the only question I couldn't remember from the court case, the real court case. Did this guy give this information to the prosecution, or did the prosecution did their investigation and dug it up?
He didn't give it to him. They dug that up. They
dug it up. Okay, I wasn't sure if he did it. Yeah.
What happened was the detectives found all of that out when they was doing the Odin Lloyd case, and they actually came to Cheyenne about it, so she knew about it from then.
Yeah, but she was in denial too.
Yes.
Yeah. And I agree with Miss T. He's more upset about people finding out that he is gay than about unaliving people, you know. So
Allegedly.
allegedly, allegedly,
I'm
I
just saying, man. You know how YouTube is not there. Allegedly, disclaimer for this boy. I'm
yeah,
just messing
yeah,
with you.
yeah. No, you right, because I mean, this the people's family is still
Right?
around, and we
Yeah.
could get sued or something like that. They ain't gonna get nothing from me. So what they, what y'all want? Y'all want my ginger snap wig? You ain't, because I ain't got nothing. I mean, I ain't got
Yeah,
nothing. So
damn
you can
sure ain't
sue.
get a damn thing for nobody
Yeah, I
for
mean,
this matter.
they can come over here and try to put some paperwork if they want to. I ain't got nothing. But I say allegedly, because you're right, I wasn't there and I ain't see with my own eyes, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm going by what they tell us
Hey, the
on the show.
Hernandez
So.
family, they saying this on the TV show. They got your man, so they got my man looking bad. I'm trying to put
Mhm.
the cape on for him just a little bit because he was looking bad over here. But they had this man sexing in another country.
That's
Like
I
that's
know, I know. Well, he goes. So the lawyer now tells Cheyenne everything, and she, of course, like I said, she's in denial because she don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
He's been a man.
And
Yeah,
but
that part right there when she said that.
yeah, he's been a man to me. It's like, what does that got to do with
He's
anything?
been on me.
that mean he was hitting
And
that
then
spot right.
Tamika, look how they did with Aaron Hernandez. They dressed him up like they did the Menendez brothers. Put the little sweater on them. Remember the Menendez was all with them little blue sweaters. They tried to dress him up like that, trying to make him look real innocent.
He came
But
to the court case looking stupid, man.
and the guy Chris was there in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts about this, Tamika?
I mean, no, that's what they gotta do. It's all about perception. That's why he said have your mama that look white in the audience. It's all about making you look a certain way, but that wasn't gonna change shit. I mean,
Let's go. We have real talk right quick. The man, if he, I hate to say this, man, but the times is starting to. I'm trying to scratch my head about this case. If he would have just played like he was white, because to the truth, Aaron Hernandez can pass to be a white man. If he
Right.
was, if his judge, if his other lawyer that he had, but say, you know what, we ain't gonna say people of color. We're not gonna say black and brown because technically, it can be he could be decided to be black, but he could go on his
Well, he was
white
half
side too.
Italian. His mother's Italian. The
Yeah, but
father
they
was
never
Latino.
presented that. They could have made. They
That
could have got
you want to know you want to know why that probably wouldn't have worked in his favor.
Why?
Look at all the people that was on that stand. Every last one of them, for the most part, were black or non-white. They're gonna go based off of who he was attached to. Oh, he was attached to all these black people. Your baby mama is black. Yeah, so
that's true.
And the people you unalive is black. Yeah.
black.
Well,
I mean, but that hey, I ain't gonna say it on here, but we'll get to the doc when Moochie do the documentary. I'm gonna say it, but he could have presented himself to be white. Because think about it, in Massachusetts, you dealing with a nice little mixed crowd of Hispanics. Got your
Let's
little
be,
blacks.
but B will say he don't look white at all.
He could put. I mean, to me,
if you look, listen. You mean to tell me if you looked at the real Aaron Hernandez that you think that you're looking at a white man?
No, he didn't look white to me.
I would call
he looked Latino.
He looked Latino, but I would
He
consider
don't
him
look
as a white
Italian. His
Latino,
mother's
though.
Italian, but he don't look Italian.
He could be. They could say he white. Like he could. I mean, Italians are white,
Well, a
right?
lot of them think they white,
Yeah,
anyway. So that ain't even going down
exactly.
that rabbit hole, but a lot of them think they white.
Yeah. So I'm just saying though, like I'm just saying like his judge. I mean, not the judge, but his first lawyer kind of messed up, bro. He could have. He would have if he would have had this his second lawyer, the Puerto Rican guy. He would have got off.
I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know now.
We'll never know now because he gone.
They say he looked more Dominican or Puerto Rican.
I want to say this: Dominicans come in all type of colors, though. Kendall, like you can.
Yeah, they do. Some of them can be jet black. Some of them be real dark. Yeah.
Dominicans are more blacker than Puerto Ricans are.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans it could be considered white, like look like Fat Joe, like. So I don't know.
They all no.
I'm no black.
Well,
What
I
they
was about
say,
to say
Moochie?
something, but I'm gonna close my mouth.
Hey, Moochie, what they
Go away to
saying?
pee on
What
them.
they say in Spanish, Harlem? I'm no black.
I know black. I know black. Or you black like
Tamika
this.
know that well, don't she, Tamika? They say they all through. I'm no black. They say I'm no black. I said, okay.
They black is your shoe,
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, here so he asked the other lawyer. The other lawyer is in the community, and he asked the other lawyer, just questions about it. And he said, "Look, you don't have." And and that is a misconception that if you have been, molested, that
yeah.
you're gay, or if you're gay, you've been molested, whatever. And he would explain it to him. That's not the case. It don't work like that. And then he also pretty much here I think he was trying to confess to Cheyenne, but and he told her he loved her. That was pretty much his goodbye. We never saw her no more after this. I mean, well, we did, but it was after he was gone.
Yeah, it was after he was gone.
Yeah,
I
but
like
he
the
didn't see her
dialogue.
anymore.
I like the dialogue between him and his his representative. You know what I mean? That was dope. What he was saying. He basically was giving him game, like, yo, and that's true though. Like, a lot of people got to stop that, because y'all get like, y'all always think somebody's gay and they has been touched. That's not true. Just because the person is gay don't mean they've been touched, and that's disrespectful
I
towards
don't
them
think
too.
that. That's not me.
Me
I don't
neither though.
know.
I don't do that to the people. Like, that's disrespectful to them, because they have not been touched. They just gay. That's
Yeah,
what it
some people
is.
just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gotta
Some of them
stop
come out
doing
the
that.
womb like that. Yeah. So just
Yeah. Well, I
but
don't know about come out the womb, but I'm just saying, like,
no, the ones that are very feminine, some of them are feminine from little babies, little children. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing. Some of them, there's nothing masculine about them at all.
got you.
Yeah, on some of them. I'm talking about the very flamboyant ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's some of them you can say no, they was like that from little. I was in elementary school, and we didn't know, we didn't have all these terminologies we got now. But I remember in elementary school, there was kids that was boys, girls, whatever, that was like this. So that was
Jumping rope
so
with the
that
girls and all sorts of
yeah, so that was
putting them fingernail polish and wearing their mama's shoes and stuff. Yeah, it kind of get
yeah.
like that.
So but that's not everybody. Like this guy here, just looking at him, this lawyer. If he was walking down the street, nobody paid no attention to him like that. They wouldn't, unless he's very flamboyant. Nobody would have been knowing anything. Oh, I think Tamika got
yeah, she just said
she got to go. Yeah, because she doing sisters.
Okay.
All
right. Yeah, so bye, Tamika.
Bye, Tamika.
Yeah, she did tell us that she was gonna have to leave about 9 because she had to go do sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, but do y'all think that this conversation between Cheyenne and Aaron, do you think that he was trying to tell her, but she wasn't listening? He did say he loved her, and that was like a goodbye, sort of, too.
He did. I'm gonna say like this. I think he really did love her though, for real.
I do too.
Me too.
Yeah. One thing is that she hung in there with him. I mean, so
she did. And if he could do it all over again, he would change his ways. It was just too late at this point.
Yeah, I think that's what he regretted with Cheyenne. Like, he wished they had a chance to really live the life that they could have lived.
Well, that's what she was saying. She said, oh, well, we got some hope because we already won, she said, well, she didn't know at that particular scene. She didn't know they won the case, but she said it was looking good in their favor. She thought that they were going to go on with their life. And
I think he would have won. I think he would have, the lawyer would have knocked some. I don't think they was going to let him out like that, but I think it would have took probably like a good 4 years. And they probably
they might have taken, because instead of him being a life sentence, maybe they would have taken something to shave something off, for the Olden case. Yeah. Yeah. So then they go to other family members for from the guys.
This is when he was found not guilty.
He's when he found out guilty. Yeah. And I understand what you were saying on Detroit, but I still feel bad for the family. You know what I'm saying? If those guys were bad guys, then yeah, I guess I don't feel sorry for them. But I'm talking about the mothers, the sisters, brothers, the fathers of the people, because Odin's mother didn't have nothing to do with nothing. She was home making Haitian food. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
So
what
why
you're
not feel
saying, though.
sorry for them people? You know,
I
so
mean, that could be said about a lot of these people. I mean, like, is we gonna feel sorry for Jeffrey Dahmer's family? Like, he did people. I mean, I don't feel sorry for other people.
well, Jeffrey Dahmer's family, no, they was crazy. The mother was
Yeah, his
the
mother was.
father, the
Yeah,
mother
man.
and the
Listen, that
father.
mother.
Yeah, they. No, I don't feel sorry for
Okay,
Yeah, his
them.
father, his father prematurely messed him up, like
And
doing
the mother
dissection.
did too. One the mother
Yeah,
on all these medications and
all I
yeah, the
can
mother
say is
was.
I'm
Oh, his
praying
mother
for
was
them.
trash.
the mother
All
was
I,
trash. She left him. Remember, she left him in the house by himself and all the
Yeah,
so
all
yeah,
I
that's
she
can
a
went to
say
go.
is
whole
I'm
nother
rooting
story
for
And
with
them,
them.
Tom.
because she did what Miss Jerry did. She went to go to Vegas with a high roller.
Right, right. And then this is when they saying that, and I know we'll say alleged, but this is when they said some information came out. This lady, I guess whoever she is, some investigator or something,
Man, she
or
remind me
report.
of Laura Ingram. She remind me of Laura
Let me
Ingram.
ask you a question
That's what
though.
she looked like.
Can y'all be real with me right quick?
Yeah.
If he was, I gotta bring. I'm sorry, I gotta bring race into it. If he was a white tight end, would they be on the radio making jokes about this guy?
I don't probably not. Like I said, this was conservative. You can tell this was
Yeah,
conservative radio. You can tell by the verbiage that they were using, even the cadence in their voice. When you listen to it, I feel like I'm listening to Fox News.
yeah. Like
Like I feel like I'm listening to Tucker Carlson or somebody when I was
me
listening
too.
to them talk. Like that's
Oh
literally the
yeah,
vibe
me
that I
too.
got from that
Or remember them
immediately.
other guys, Opie and Andy, they used to be like that too.
Or
Always
or
shot.
or or Rush Limbaugh or
Yeah, they were like the
Don
shot.
Imus.
Yeah.
I miss.
Don Imus. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, I
Don
remember him.
Imus.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
remember what
remind me of somebody like
I
that.
remember what
Yeah.
Don Imus said about them Rutgers basketball players.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I remember more
He
stuff
called
than
him
he was just
nasty
that was just even a small bit of
and
stuff
didn't
he used to
really
do.
even get in that much trouble. It's like people had to keep talking about it for him to get in trouble with that.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that
he
was
was always doing something. Wasn't even the crust of what he did.
a. Hey, Mooch, you know what
So
I think with Don? I think he was scared to go here, but he called him nappy head. You know what? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he really
304s.
wanted to call. He really wanted to say the N word.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was, though. And then I'm gonna say this: like these women are playing basketball. I don't think they have. I mean, they can do if they want to, but they're not out there trying to look pretty. They out there trying to win basketball games, bro.
Exactly.
Adele Rivers, hey, how you doing? I don't have no issue if she was seeing somebody. Like he's locked up and he's supposed to got being there for life.
Oh yeah.
So what's she supposed to do? I mean,
I didn't. Was she seeing somebody already when he was in?
I
I
don't
mean, she
remember
might
seeing
have. If
that.
you go on YouTube, they got a whole somebody posted all the phone calls. You can hear the phone calls back and forth with him talking to his mother, talking to Cheyenne and all that. And it was one point when he was getting angry with her because she wasn't answering the phone or didn't call him and she said, "Look, I'm over here going through this stuff. I'm taking care of your daughter. I ain't got time to be talking to you on no phone." I mean, she was going
Yeah,
back
and
and
you want
forth.
to call every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's because you have nothing to do. I got a life out here. You know what I'm saying?
I was
I
about
don't
to say
lie
that. I
nobody.
don't remember her talking to another dude though.
She hasn't
I
had a
don't know
No,
if she
child.
he
did.
got
I'm saying
married
I don't.
later,
I said
but
no.
She
not.
has another
Adele's
child.
just saying that maybe she was seeing somebody. We don't. No, I don't
Oh,
Who
know.
she has
knows? The
another
way the
child by
mother was
another different
stirring the
dude.
pot,
Well, Well, Kendall said
allegedly.
14 months after he passed, she had a second child. So maybe
So
she
yeah,
was seeing
she probably
somebody.
what she had to have been.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
he was.
Mhm.
Maybe she knew. Maybe they wasn't doing anything for a while because he was with
She probably
Okay.
they didn't
Well,
have no
they're
consequences.
saying
with the
she said,
men.
I've been listening to them all. She ain't had to be such a bee. Just let him go. And but
Dang.
she couldn't probably let him go because
She
you
didn't
remember
want to abandon him,
the
but
mother, the mother and them. Well, she eventually was going to probably do it, but the mother and them threatened her too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, Detroit. We talked about that yesterday. The mother and the Tanya, the cousin, they threatened her
Oh
like
yeah. I mean,
ride or die. I'm
they
like,
threatened her worse when I mean in that documentary to the point that she had no choice but to do that. I actually think they were saying if you do that, we're gonna do something to you.
they're talking about you need to be a ride or die and all that. I'm like, She been riding the dime.
That
You know what I'm saying?
she was getting it in when Hernandez was in prison though. She ended
Mm.
up having a kid, but you know what? I gotta
I
look
don't
at her.
blame. Yeah, she needed to move on. I agree with you, Miss T. I agree.
She needed to move on, but I need to see
Mm.
how she looked today though, because the girl who was playing her was looking good. I got to see how she looked today though. To
She
be
looked the
honest,
same.
she
She
looked the
looked the same.
same.
I saw an interview on her on YouTube somewhere.
I'm gonna
Well,
look the.
he got after so after everybody hear the radio thing,
Yeah,
um,
and that's when his dirty little secret got blown up.
it got blown. Yeah,
Everything that
everything
was kept low key with this. Now everybody knew, and I knew they was gonna pin back to this guy right here. He was gonna
right
use
here.
that to his
He said,
advantage.
"What's up, superstar? Yeah, I heard you was a seat. You know, we know the word. But
Yeah, you
anyway,
know the word.
Yeah.
yeah, a soccer. You know, a sea soccer.
Yeah, they let
Yeah.
it fire. They let it fire off too.
But
Mhm.
I'm gonna call cap on that too because like I mean my best friend, his father was incarcerated, but he's out right now. He's out now, but he was saying back when he was incarcerated for 10 years, he was saying like they kind of knew the people who was sus and everything. They were not in prison talk like that.
I mean, but they got to make it. This is TV.
I
You know what
know,
I'm
but
saying?
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's not like
but
we watching Oz on HBO or something like
oh,
that. Yeah,
don't do
that's
that now. Come on, Inga.
you
Now,
know what I
like
mean.
this
No,
supposed to
meaning
be.
that I'm talking about the way this guy's goofy. That's what I'm saying.
No,
They,
I
they,
know
they
that, but these guys in prison they not about to. They don't care about your sexual thing because most of the guys I mean I ain't saying no, but most of them guys in prison they sus too.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that part. I thought you meant the way the guy was acting kind of goof.
No,
This
I'm
clown,
not
this
talking about
bozo.
the
Oh,
goofy
that
stuff. I'm just
okay,
talking about
okay.
how they say, like my he said they don't act like they don't be saying nothing like that. Like if somebody because they said they don't really care. He said nine out of 10, if somebody is on like doing like 20 years, doing 15, they not worrying about nobody if they sus or not. They worrying about how the hell they gonna come back home.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just
yeah,
saying
they all
though.
probably getting down, so they ain't worrying about no stuff like that.
Some of them
So
guys are sitting there smashing them women CEOs. But
yeah,
we ain't
that's
gonna
true.
talk about
That
that though. I'm gonna leave
that
that
that's true.
alone.
Well, I remember I remember Mike
Mm.
Tyson said when he was locked up, he was smashing the female
You know what I think.
CEO.
You want to know what I think. You know what I also think. It also you want to know also what it to me what I think like another reason why they played it off like this is because you got Aaron Hernandez who was a football player playing in the NFL, and for a lot of
Mhm.
guys that is seen as peak masculinity. Why
Right,
would you as a football player be doing that? And then
right,
you have a whole girlfriend, fiance, whatever, and you have a child. So basically you was out here living a double life. So and then
right,
of course they
Mm.
said, and of course they set it up like this because they had to make it seem like this guy's getting his get back at him. So he's going to use
right,
that to his
right. That's
advantage.
this was
Mhm.
Ryan Murphy doing this part. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I get that.
the
I
thing
agree
is
with
he
that.
the thing is he had heard it, but everyone else in that room, because he came from somewhere else, everyone else in that room was in there in the workout room where there was no radio, so they couldn't hear it, and he happened to hear it, and that's when he came
And
in
he came in and made a big old scene about it. Yeah,
and made a
right.
scene and made a scene about it, and that's when
And then
Aaron
he
again
goes down to go meet this dude with all the tats on his face
to get some drugs.
and gets some stuff. And
He
you
won't, and
know,
the thing is, Aaron only wanted like some weed or something like that. But he said we
Mhm.
don't have this weed. He said this lace with
we
sun.
got some synthetic stuff or something. He said,
Synthetic.
right?
Now he
And
gave him 2K. That came
Mm-hmm.
2K.
too.
That and that's kind of no, I'm gonna leave it alone because
Yeah.
that's like
I don't
that
know
drug
nothing about the drug.
that drug is what these young kids really take, right? But I'm not gonna even get into it. That's what them kids they really take that.
yeah.
Well, anyway, he took
I'm
it
just
and he got so sky high, and next thing
And
you know, he
and
thought he was
he heard
talking to his
it was
father.
bad. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he thought
But
he was
God
talking to
said
his
he was
father.
going to see Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
He
went in and
did say that.
he woke up out that bed and said, "Dad." He's like, "Dad."
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
when
Mm-hmm.
it,
And he thought he was back on the football team again.
Yup.
And he thought he could hear the cheers from the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
That was playing in the background. And yeah, he just he was really delusional at this point. So right here, he was just far gone, and it sounded like he was making peace with getting out of here.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me. Like he was
I
making
think he
peace with
gave
it.
up, man. I think, to
Yeah,
be
he
honest,
did.
he gave
I
up.
want to ask.
That is what it felt like. He felt like he gave up. He was making peace with it. He's seeing his father. He delusional that you back on the football team. He was he was
No,
just
he was
somewhere.
weak. He was weak. To be honest with you, like, dog, you should have stayed strong. The lawyer was like, if this man got what's her name again? I forgot this girl's name. He got out his lawyer,
Casey Anthony.
Casey Anthony. That
And I don't
case
care
is
what nobody say. I'm not gonna say alleged. That lady threw her daughter in a trash bag and threw her in the woods and killed that little girl. Sorry, I'm sorry.
And then wait, you know what he just
And I ain't gonna say no alleged. I don't care.
you know what
You
you
know.
just said though, Inga? That's 10 times worse than what Aaron
Oh, that's
Hernandez did. So
yeah,
you think he
hell
couldn't
yeah.
get
Because
him
this
out
is a
of that
baby.
situation?
She was only 2 or 3 years old. She ain't have no
this was
chance.
and it was your child, like the child you
It was
brought
your
into
own
this world.
child. Yeah, that's
Also, too, like right here, what was I getting ready to say? I think when that stuff came out about him on the radio and him being humiliated like that, that was the end. That was it right there. Because he was fine up until that point. But
Well,
that
I
right there is what did it.
I wanted to ask y'all about that though. How long do you think the time span was from that whole radio thing to where he actually took himself out?
I don't think it was that far. I don't think it was that far.
I'm gonna say this though, like he didn't just we wasn't in there for no 6 weeks, no 6 months.
I'm gonna try to find the timeline, Mochi. I'm gonna go.
I was looking.
I jumped out the rabbit hole last night, but I'm gonna jump back up in there, Torian, and I'm gonna go and find it. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna see what the timeline of all of the stuff, the unaliving of everybody, the whole thing, because it got to be a breakdown somewhere on the internet. I'm gonna find it.
They was also saying that one of the last phone
I looked it up.
calls,
I just looked it up.
Oh,
B Will said I had a date.
It was 2 days, so it was recent. It was 2 days.
He heard it, and then somebody got wind of it.
And 2 days later, that's when he took his life.
Me personally, I don't think he took himself out. I think somebody did it, but I don't want to get into it because YouTube. That's just my theory.
I mean, it ain't got nothing to do about YouTube. That's your opinion. That's it. Your opinion. You think that?
I always when I saw the documentary. And it was a couple of ESPN analysts. Like I think Skip Bayless said they never played that part though. They wanted Skip Bayless was basically saying he don't think Aaron Hernandez took himself out. He felt like somebody else did that. And then him and Stephen A. Smith was going there like, why we? I'm agreeing. Hey Moochie, they can call me conspiracy theorist.
I agree with you, B Will.
I don't think he took himself out. I think somebody did it.
But look at how he was hallucinating. He almost did it. He almost he told his brother said he almost did it. Aaron did give up his front teeth. The bridge was falling out of prison, and the dentist told him he's out of luck. He said he'd rather do life than lose his smile. Oh.
I think he took his own life, but I understand everybody got their own different perspective, and it's not. Well,
the thing is that we know is this.
Either way, he's gone.
Either way, they found him in the position that they did. Now that is true. They found him literally like that. Like
yeah. Like I mean, he wrote the what was the scripture again, Moochie? John 16. Yeah, he wrote that on in blood on his forehead. Put shampoo all over the floor. So then they came in there, slipped and slide like a slip and slide, and they saw him, dangling, and that was it. So, but he was locked up in the room. So unless it's a CEO or somebody who,
he's in the room by himself that locks from the outside.
Yeah. So I mean, unless it's something like they did on Power when Drew came in there and choked the dude out. So unless it's something like that happened, I don't know. I guess we'll never know the real truth.
We ain't gonna never know.
Yeah,
and this is the part right here when they find out that he's gone.
Yeah, and the mother did not. Once again, she making it about her being selfish. I don't want to find out what really was going on with your son. And let's go and get him examined, his brain. I don't want anybody. I don't cut into my son. And I mean, you wasn't even taking care of your son. Okay, he was down the street with Tanya all the time. wasn't even that, just this lady, gosh, she gets on my nerve.
She should, to be honest with you, she the worst type of mother to have, though. Now, I'm gonna say this, man. Ain't y'all blessed that y'all had a great mother? I love my mother, man.
I
And
love my
father, I
mother.
love my mother.
I
And
love
that's what
mine too.
every time, if
Hmm.
y'all, I'm gonna say this, if y'all mothers are still alive, people who listening, if y'all have a disagreement, that disagreement don't mean nothing because once they gone, they
Hmm.
gone. Like my best friend is for his mother is no longer here. He got to settle. He gonna have to celebrate his first year celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving without his mother. So if y'all sitting there arguing, beefing with your mom, it's not really worth it. Go over to your mother's house, give her a hug and kiss, and spend some time with her. Because
Yeah,
when
but
they gone,
that okay.
and I'm just
I
saying this
agree with
because
you. I'm not going to disagree with you. I agree
okay.
with you on that. But you cannot put that blanket statement because everybody didn't have a good mother like you apparently have a
Oh, for
great
sure.
mother.
That's why I say it's
There's a
always
lot of
good to have a
people
great mother.
that have, and I even got some family members who are trash mothers and trash fathers. I mean, and
Yeah,
I'm speaking in my own family. So everybody, just because somebody even give birth, like this woman here,
she's a
this
womb
act,
carrier.
this actress did a wonderful job portraying that mother. Because when you look at documentaries and other stuff on this mother, she looked and acted just. This lady played her to a T with that dumb haircut and always got her mouth all twisted around. And I mean, she just works on my nerve. But just because all she did was just carry the child, she did not really. I mean, I don't know. We didn't see every little thing, but like you said, they did rush through this. But from what we see, she was not a good parent.
Nah,
Yeah,
You know.
she just really
she's
ugly.
Yeah.
out for self.
Yeah.
But
So
I wanted to
I
ask you
agree
this
with you though.
question.
If you got a great mother, you definitely need to, and a great father, you definitely need to show them, the love and respect that they
Because
deserve.
Right.
no father and mother is perfect though. Like we like no father mothers
No, but it's
don't be
different
right
between
about
being
everything.
perfect or being perfect. Somebody just being horrible. There's people that's horrible. There's people that's just they shouldn't have. I know you turn on your local news and you see and hear people doing stuff in your own town, and you probably say, "Why would they do that? That's their child." Just some people just don't love their kids. Some people just I don't even know how to put it, the kind of way that some people just not parental people. You know, they just shouldn't have kids. Everybody shouldn't have kids. You know, but unfortunately, any and everybody can have kids, whether you're a good parent or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's unfortunate. Um, I don't know. I mean, she's so worried about how it looked to her, like how people gonna feel and look. They already looking at you as bad. They already looking at the whole family as bad. So,
She didn't think about that when she stood up there and fought with the cousin in the middle of his basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
She's just trash.
no,
Yeah, and so in this part right here, that's now these are of course real clips. That's Max Kellerman and
Oh
I
God,
feel
don't
like I
even
feel like
say
Stephen
it,
A. Smith.
man.
yeah, him. And I gotta axe the ground with him next week. Y'all will see it. And then of
mm,
course the
I
actor
can't wait.
and was she's English. See,
oh,
'cause just-
oh
I
no,
was trying to go
no,
through these.
I actually hit the thing. Go ahead, go ahead back
And then
to.
of course they got the actor that plays Bill
Oh
Belichick.
shit.
Bill
Mm-hmm.
Cheller, he trashed. He trashed. They
Because
had
this
to
was the part.
make.
Because this was the part, right? Because I don't know
The
if you have the
hell?
picture for that, but this was actually the part where they were discussing when this is after they cut Aaron's head open to get them remove the brain. They take the brain and then they weigh it, and then they have the person they slice into it and they examine it, and then that's when they realize and they compare a good brain to his brain. They said this was one of the worst CTE cases they had ever seen in their life. They said his brain was actually shrinking. Like it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
the normal, like it wasn't the
They
normal
say he
size
wouldn't have
brain.
been able to. He was. They said the
They
next
said
few
in
years
10
he
years.
probably would have died anyway.
No, I don't think they said he would have died, but they said he would have been in a permanent impaired state,
If he
Mm.
almost
would have
like
played football again. If he would have played football
almost
again.
almost like
No, I don't even think about football. I'm talking about
not even
living.
from football. No, just
They
Oh,
living.
forget
living.
football. No,
Even if he even because the thing is, it was already too far gone. Even if he had retired, by that time, they said even though with that in 10 years he would have been almost in a vegetable state, like he would have been
yeah,
near
that's what I'm
brain
saying.
dead.
They said thank you. I saw many things. They said, and I ain't talking about this TV show. I've been doing some digging around. They said his brain was like Swiss cheese.
But
Dang.
another
No,
thing
they
they
it
were
was
did.
holes
saying,
all in the brain. It was holes all
And
in it.
they
that
showed
his
it, and they
skull,
showed it too.
they were saying that his skull was paper thin. If he would have took another blow, there's a chance his skull could have been fractured.
He was boy. Sheesh.
And that's why they was asking Bill
Oh
Belichick. They
no.
was asking him about the CTE, like they was
He
bringing
said,
that.
"Well, look, I'm not the medical person. I don't have nothing to do with
He
it."
said,
You know,
go talk to some. He said, go talk to somebody on the medical staff.
he would have been impaired, even if I think he wouldn't. They didn't use the words Torian, but I think he wouldn't have lived. If a couple of
Yeah,
5 or 10 more years, he would have died.
Like I said, he would have been like Mama Cobb. And this is the last part right here.
He would have been a mess. And it looked like she must have. Did she lose everything? Because she ain't working in a nail shop now, doing nails.
Well, I
And
know she lost the house because she couldn't pay. She didn't pay the tax.
Remember her and Aaron weren't married, so like it's not like she was getting any like financials from that. Everything was going to their daughter.
She went back. She was back in that raggedy car. And then she looked over and saw the little kids. Some little kids playing football, and then that's how it started. He been playing since that little age, like that.
She got that little car, but she got money. She end up getting money because he passed. I mean, he ended up unaliving himself allegedly.
But what money she getting? The money is for the child. She wasn't married.
But she's the mother though.
And she was taking money.
Right.
But that money.
She was taking money that wasn't entitled to her. It
wasn't entitled to her. It wasn't entitled to her. It was supposed if you pass away and you got children, the money is supposed to go to the children, and the mother is spending it and doing all kinds of stuff for herself. That's
like
not
child
right.
Support. Then that's what these women be doing for child support. The child support is not for the mother; it's for the kid. But guess what? The mother take half of it and pay bills and supposed to give their son the money, right?
That's what happened with
wait a minute, listen to this, y'all. Hold on.
Of Aaron Hernandez, and you won't hear one from me. My heart goes out to loved ones whose lives were impacted by the transgressions of Aaron Hernandez. I have no sympathy for him whatsoever.
Some people will say, yeah, but look what he did. No, but he's still a son. He's still a father. He's still a man that's been in society, and I just hope we all can learn from it.
I would have been duped by this. I would have closed my eyes in the gladiator sport of football and plunged with a 5-year commitment because football-wise, he had been nothing but exemplary.
Y'all did say that this gladiator sport. I mean, one of y'all just said that.
I said that it is. Boxing is too.
And
the same thing because whatchamacallit's ex-wife did the same thing. Lorenzen Wright, his wife did the same thing, and we know she was behind him getting taken out with, and the money was supposed to be going to their kids, but she was out there spending the money. That was one of my true crimes. That was one of my true crime Sundays. They said that Lorenzen Wright's wife was left a $1 million insurance policy. She blew through that $1 million within the year that she got the check. They said when they pulled up all the receipts, they saw all the stuff that she bought, and only the small minuscule part of what was spent went to the kids. Most of it went to her lifestyle, clothes, jewelry, cars, vacations. She blew through all of it within a year. And that's when the red flags went up and said, okay, we need to look into her because of the way she blew through this money. If she didn't do that, she probably would have been able to get away with what she did. But her greed is what got her caught up.
We missed one point. We missed one thing. We missed his auntie that had cancer. She ended up going to jail. They let her, but they ended up letting her out though.
Oh, well, they didn't show that in the show.
They didn't even show it.
Testify. They didn't testify, but she came and seen them though.
Yeah, we showed that. I showed the clip.
But
we didn't. But they didn't. The show didn't show us her going to prison, jail, or whatever it was. They didn't show any. They didn't show her testifying either.
The only time it showed her going to jail was when she was going to visit Aaron. That was it.
I want to ask y'all this question: do you think that his cousin knew that he was like that? Because she mentions it to Cheyenne. Do you think he knew that he was like, messing with guys too?
I think the cousin knew personally, but I think the
she
cousin.
knew.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know Detroit said that it didn't happen, but I know that but I think I think it did, but I don't know.
as far as
Allegedly,
like
we say
what?
allegedly.
Like what you talking about? That he was sus?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you, I'm gonna say that I'm about 80, maybe 85 that he was. I'm not gonna debate that with you, but I'm gonna disagree with you on this, Inga. That her his prison boyfriend, that's not a thing. That was a myth, and it never happened. That's just something to make the man name look bad again. They just putting dirt on him. He already got enough dirt on him. Like, bro, it never happened.
Okay, so what the little video we just saw, the little less than 30-second video that when Max and Stephen A.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, Skip Bayless and all that, when they was talking, saying, well, Stephen A. said, I don't have no sympathy for him. What y'all feel about their
Well,
thoughts?
Stephen A. defends a lot of the indefensible, so I'm actually surprised that he did say that.
I'm not surprised.
This is the same guy that defended that Jim Crow picture of Jerry Jones. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, he did, and I didn't. Yeah,
I'm not surprised that he's when OJ passed away. He
said nasty stuff about OJ.
He said nasty thing about OJ, so I'm not surprised. Like he still
Hey Detroit. This is how you know that's how you know Aaron Hernandez wasn't white.
That's true.
That's true, because every time there's a black, definitely a black person, or I guess you want to say a person of color, do something, Stephen A. is always against them. He's never for them
no more. I'll take you backstage. I don't believe I can't wait till Moochie and Torian available. We got to do trending topics, man, because I got a lot to say about the election and everything that need to be said. Honestly,
I really don't want to touch on that.
I'm over it.
Yeah,
I got all that. See what's going to happen. So,
but the only reason why I kind of don't want to talk about the election, even though I got some strong thoughts too, but and it's not it's not what you might think it is. It's not, I got strong thoughts too, but I just don't even want to open up them. That I don't feel like getting into no argument with nobody. I feel like everybody got their opinion.
I'm not going to talk about who the president elect. I'm talking about the people that blame black man for not. I mean, that try to sit there like we.
I already spoke about that.
Look, they say like 80% of black men did vote for Kamala. So
they did.
So why were they trying to say the black men wasn't supporting?
They just be lying about everything.
They need that's something to talk about. But I checked them like at the week before the election. I went on a whole political blitz talking about that. That's why I said I got that all out of my system.
I'm good on that.
I'm over. This had to be one of the most draining election cycles I have ever witnessed in my life. I told people I wish I could have hopped in a time machine back to 1995 and relived the OJ case all over again, just to not have to deal with this draining election cycle. That's how much I'm over.
I love that OJ case. I love that case.
Yeah, you better.
I never get tired of the OJ case.
I had classic shows about all of that. Man, listen, what a time that was about 2 weeks ago. I'm glad it's over. Let it stay there.
But
throw that election into the inferno, Inga.
I wonder. That's all. That's burning. That's burning. I want to ask y'all about another true crime person, sports person. Did anybody talk about the what's the guy name? The one down at Ray Caruth or whatever his name was.
Ray Caruth.
Yes.
He's on the list. Has
anybody talked about? Because I like to talk about that case. He's on the list. Definitely, he in the flames too. I don't. Yeah.
I got him on the list. Like I have him on the list. He's somewhere on the list, but he's gonna end up on my True Crime Sunday sometime.
Yeah, he out now. He's been
out for a while. Yeah, but I still can't stand him. I don't,
he is out. The last time I heard about it was when they was asking or trying to see will he be able to see his son. No, he can't see his son.
I don't ever want him. I don't ever want that boy to see him.
You took out his mother because you didn't want him to have the child, and because she wouldn't get an abortion. So what do? You shoot her in the stomach, taking her out, and almost taking out your child who now is permanently impaired.
Right. And the grandmother
Good job.
taking care of him, right?
Yeah, the
Right.
grandma,
The
but
grandmother's
she
taking care of
forgave him
him.
though. They was corresponding.
Oh, please.
But she says
I
His
he
wouldn't.
child doesn't
That's
even
what's on her.
his child doesn't even know him, and it's fine that he doesn't. He could pass
Yeah,
him on
let
the
me
street
know
and
when
he
you
wouldn't
do
even know who
that
he
one.
is.
Nah, she
Yeah,
mentions
he's on
him.
the
She mentions him to him because she was like, "You can run fast like your daddy." The grandmother was saying that. I saw.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
I
while before
want
I
to say
get
it
there.
was on HBO. You know, I don't know if it was Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. They had
Yeah, I saw that too. That was a while
visit
ago. I mean, but what's going on as of today? Like recent.
when
Is
I
she still in contact with him? 'Cause that was a little while
That
ago.
was
I
the
don't
last
know.
that thing that I talked about. I just mentioned that was the
I know
last
he
time I
reached
heard
out,
about
and I
him.
think she said no.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know,
don't
but
need
RCC
to
I'm
Chris
be.
not
Benoit
They
is
sure.
don't.
another one.
Yeah, they don't need to be in no contact. No, he
Chris
don't care nothing
Benoit's
about
on the
that
list too.
child.
RC. Chris Benoit's on the list too.
Yeah, we talked about him last night too.
Mm. Um.
Yeah, we talked about the Menendez.
Oh Lord, yeah, Lord. I don't know. They about. I guess I'll talk about them when they get out of prison because they're gonna probably be out by Christmas.
Hey,
So.
your favorite wasn't your favorite character on the show Judah Line?
Oh, that crazy lady. Yeah, that crazy lady. I'll talk about them again when they do. I'll do a little a breaking news live when they get out of prison. Then I come on talk about. I mean, I think they should stay locked up personally, but that's my opinion. You know, so I know a lot of people didn't agree with me. Yeah, they said about Thanksgiving, which that's about 2 or 3 weeks. So
Speaking of another person they said is up for parole, but I hope they revoked it, was Susan Smith.
oh no, she needs to stay She needs to stay locked up too. Yeah, there's just some people who don't never need to hit the street. They need to stay locked up.
Another one they said is up for parole next year, I think. But they probably gonna make her sure she stay locked up because if she get out, this person's fans gonna go after her, and that's Yolanda Saldivar.
Oh, I thought she
no,
did get out.
Her parole is next year.
Yeah,
I thought she did get out because she was asking if she could
no, because
she was trying to get out early. She was trying to get out early.
Her parole is 30 years, and it will be 30 years next year.
Yeah, she's trying to get out, but I don't want her to.
I said she better stay there because them Selena fans ain't playing with her.
No, and I like Selena. I don't want her
They're
out.
gonna be right there. They're gonna be right there waiting at the jail for her if she step outside of that.
No, she can get the hell on too. She's another one going this fire. The hell with her. Yeah, no, she's another one. It's so many people that could go in the fire. Oh, it's so many people. It's so many people. We just be throwing people in there every day. So yeah, that's it on the Aaron. But we're not done with Aaron. We're gonna still talk more about it. We're gonna pick apart the documentaries, and we'll get. I don't know when Moochie will be up to doing it, because she got a lot going on. But it ain't gonna be never too late, even if it's in a couple of weeks or whatever. We'll get it. But we're not done with him. But the story, y'all, is sad. There's no winners. Everybody lost in some shape, form, or fashion. It's just a bad story all the way around. And if I was Cheyenne, I would not even be still living in Connecticut. I would have been packed up and left. Take my baby and gone to another state somewhere.
Babies.
I wouldn't still be living there.
Yeah, because she got 2 daughters now. They that girl is still his daughter's 12.
I wouldn't even be staying living in Connecticut though. I ain't be walking down the street and having people yell killer and all that stuff. And no.
And if she had the other daughter, like, okay, because I think she was born in 2012, and they said that she had the second child 14 months after after Aaron Hernandez passed, and that was in 2017. So 14 months. So you're talking about 2018 when she had the second daughter. So yeah, the other daughter might be 6.
Yeah,
12 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she hopefully she. I mean, yeah, she probably was spending up the money. I did hear many people saying this that she was spending, but they said that she just went to court not that long ago, about a year ago, or something, and they put the rest of the money in a trust because she was just spending. So that's the money should be in a trust for the little girl when she turned 21, and then that way she'll have something. Yeah, So you can't just be spending up all the money like that. Unfortunately, you need to go back and keep working at the nail salon doing nails and pay your bills.
Who was that? Who working at the hair salon?
We're at the end of this thing. When she working at a nail salon?
It looked like she was working there, and looked like she had her own
Because she
car.
said, "Oh, I see you tomorrow. I got to go pick up Ava, whatever the
That
child."
woman ain't about work that no nail. That woman got that bread and got her because what her house they had? What she did? They sold that.
Yeah,
They
she
had
was
to get that. She couldn't pay that house. Remember that the
She
money
coulda
pay the
sold
taxes
it.
on it.
yeah, the money got cut off. She ain't had no more money like that. So I ain't gonna
Her
say she
ride on
was
Easy
poor and
Street.
broke, but I ain't gonna say she was poor and broke, but she ain't had all the money that they had at first.
She should have learned how to do crypto.
She better get her OnlyFans. Say no, let me
Oh,
stop.
stop.
Dang. Who's to say she
I'm
ain't
just
got
messing
one?
with you. I'm just messing with. Anyway, that's that on that. I'm glad we got through it, and but we'll talk about some other true crime things, especially the sport. I was saying this yesterday, Detroit. I like the sports stories. Even
That's
if I
like
don't, even if I don't watch a certain sport, but like if it's a good story, I like watching the sports stories, documentaries and stuff on sports. So, Netflix has some good ones, and I used to always watch 30 for 30s. Those were always good. So I said, didn't the Odin family sue the state? Yeah, I think we talked about that yesterday. Somebody said, I forgot who said it yesterday, that the Odin family got like $1 million or something from the state.
Oh, okay.
I think somebody said it yesterday. Even $1 million ain't that much money because by the time you pay taxes, you get way less than that. So they should have got way more than $1 million. But I know that people are saying that he probably would have gotten off too, like Detroit mentioned, because of the fact that there was the weapon and all that wasn't found. But it's just all these other things that led up to it, though. Like he really pretty much left a trail for them to arrest him.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he didn't hide nothing. The what's it what's her name? The cousin Tanya. She still had the truck in her garage from the first unaliving. I mean, he just was all over the place, And Tori, you made this mention last night. You said that first they made us love Aaron or feel sorry for him. Then we hated him with those unalivings. Then at the end, now it seems like they trying to make us feel sorry for him with the CTE. So it's like a whole bunch of emotions.
It's almost like when you think about when we watch Penguin, it goes the same type of way. Like you kind of like him, but then when he does what he does, especially to the Vic character, which I'm sure y'all are definitely talking about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then it's like, man, listen, the amount of people I saw online talking about, all right, we see the bat signal in the sky. We need you to come up off of Catwoman's kitty cat and get this man. Because we know you out there, rolling in the kitty litter with her. You need to come and get this dude. What he did. He was out there saying justice for Vic. And then you see Detroit, he says RIP Vic, and with the two tears emojis right next to it.
I see. And that was horrible. That was horrible.
And not only that,
I'm gonna get into it tomorrow.
But not only that, what he did to his mother, though.
And the mother
didn't want to live like that.
No, she said that. Yeah, she said that. Yeah. She said that.
But either way, that show is, and I told you, Inga, in the Discord, 10 season, 10 finale, just 10 across the board for me.
Yes, I agree. I'm not even into this show was perfect for a person like me because I'm not a comic book person. So for me to love it, and I don't care nothing about Batman. To me, this was perfect. We didn't even need to see anything with Batman. This was his story, and they did a fabulous job with this. Now, when the next Batman come, I'll check it out to see what more.
2026.
26. Okay, I'll check it out. But I think that they could do definitely a part 2 to Penguin.
Well, they did say that I read somewhere that Matt Reeves did say there is a possible potential that they will do a season 2 for Penguin, mainly because of how well received the show was. Everyone's demanding that they do a season 2, and if they do a season 2, it'll most likely happen maybe like in 2027.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
It would have to be 2027 because
the Batman comes out in 2026.
Yeah, because the HBO right now lined up to have a nice little 2025. They lined up real good.
Oh yeah, I saw some upcoming trailer for all the new stuff, documentaries and shows. Some of that said that you're gonna be. I said, okay, we're gonna be rolling in 2025 with all the stuff now.
Exactly, because you're gonna have The Last of Us season 2. Listen, The Last of Us was one of my favorite shows last year, so I can't wait for season 2, and it's coming out next year. They didn't say when, but it is coming out next year.
I suspect March.
Probably because the first season was in January, but I don't think it's coming out in January. So we'll see when it happens. Also, I think that I don't know if it's coming out next year or not. Hopefully it does. But the last season of Euphoria.
Oh yeah, they about to be back filming in January.
Oh
8th.
Lord, that show ain't
good.
done.
I want to see how that's gonna be.
Yeah, this is the
They too grown. Season. They too old now to be teenagers.
That guy, one of them passed away. So I want to see how they're gonna spend all of this.
Yeah.
And yes, also, Kendall, we're gonna talk about Cross. We just got get the figure things out, but we're gonna definitely talk about Cross.
And also Detroit on Netflix next year, the last season of one of the best shows ever, Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, that come out in May. What else come out? Dang, what else come out? I'm trying to think. Like they got an It spinoff. I know y'all don't like.
Oh no, I'm watching that. Oh, I saw the trailer for that. Yeah. And I'm watching that.
Yeah, Kendall, will you be watching that? I gotta mess with Kendall right quick.
I don't like a whole lot of horror, but I did like it. The It thing. I did like that, even though I can't stand clowns, but I did like that.
I don't like to watch that in here by myself. I gotta watch it in the day.
I remember the original movie. That one was cool. I like the original one, and then of course the spinoffs been these remakes been good.
When he turned into the spider, that kind of scarred me a little bit.
That's why I don't deal with no clowns. I don't like clowns. Yeah, but no, I definitely EJ say watch it with the lights on, Moochie.
I'm gonna say this: Lioness season 2 is off to a great start, everybody. So if you ain't watching, y'all missing out, man.
That's what everybody keeps saying. That's what everybody's saying.
And even though I haven't watched this show yet, but everybody loves it. Squid Game season 2.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I'm waiting for that one. That's the first one. Oh my God, it was good. I should go back and rewatch the first one again.
When did that come on?
I'm gonna be at December 26th.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I ain't got nothing going on. I'm gonna lay right in the bed.
Standing time, Tori.
I'm gonna lay right in the bed and watch it. I ain't got nothing going on. Yeah, because Santa Claus would have already came and delivered all my packages. So I'll sit lay right there and watch that. Yeah, Squid Game was so good. I'm about to go back and watch it.
You know what? I might, just sit down one day and just have the nerve to actually watch it because everyone said how good Squid Games was.
I didn't think I was gonna like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
That's what I said. A lot of people.
It looked stupid. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
But then they watched it and ended up loving it. So
I got hooked.
I'm gonna just sit there and because I kept having people say red light, green light. I'm like, what? Why do people keep mentioning
you gotta watch it? You gonna get hooked.
Oh, I'm gonna it.
After one episode,
was fire, man.
I watched it and I watched the reality one too.
Oh, I didn't watch the reality one. I didn't look at that one.
Man,
the reality one was good, but I heard it took I don't even know if the lady ever got paid because they were saying it was taking a while for her to get paid and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Well, I know they wasn't unaliving people like they was on the show.
No, you just walk. You just got eliminated.
Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't see the game, but that was so crazy.
And the thing is, the show became like a global phenomenon almost overnight.
It
was everywhere. But another show that's coming out next year that I like, Wednesday.
That's on Netflix, right?
That's on Netflix. That's coming out next year. Wednesday season 2.
I saw that.
The first season was so good. If y'all like Addams Family, but if you like the Wednesday character because she's always a fan favorite,
that was good.
Watch that. That was really.
I didn't watch
good.
it.
You should watch it, and I think you'll like it. It's funny as hell. Like,
because I remember the Addams Family. Just I used to watch the TV show as a kid and everything. But
did you see the movies?
I think I saw one of the movies. But I'm not like a person just watch all the, I don't look at everything. I watch if y'all give me good recommendations, and I'll check them out, because a lot of these things I watch because y'all. I wouldn't even look at Penguin until one of y'all said watch it. So
who would have thought that show would have made you feel bad for a whole hand?
Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff coming up for 2025. So, look like we'll be back cooking. Look like, I know we're taking a little break now, but we'll be back cooking in the new year because we got Raising Canaan coming back and all this stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
That probably won't be. That's not coming on this year. That probably be. That's also, coming on like in Raising Canaan around March or February. I heard.
And also Detroit, one of your favorite shows, P-Valley.
Oh man, I'm not watching that.
He ain't watching that. Don't even start that. Please don't get him started. He's not watching that.
One time I did get Detroit in a trick bag. I said, okay, Detroit, what would you rather do? Would you rather watch the next season of P-Valley or wear a pair of corduroys?
I'll probably have to watch some corduroys.
He had to put the corduroys on, yeah. Look, if he up in Michigan, them corduroys will keep you warm. Man, it's cold up there. Your corduroys will keep you warm. So yeah, put them on with some Timberlands on.
Like deem those pants as not being cool.
They ain't cool to me because they look bad, man. They look like no, mama.
I ain't had no corduroys in a long time.
We don't know, but it's just a curious question. Like
I remember I had went to the I think it was the thrift store. No, what did I? No, it was a K&G. It was near Baltimore, and I was in there and I saw a pair of corduroys in the store. I took a picture of it and tagged Detroit.
But I do see corduroy jackets and stuff like that sometimes, but I haven't seen nobody wearing the pants in a long time. So, yeah, well,
I said corduroys are like sweaters for your legs.
Mm-hmm. Right. They keep you warm. So other than that, I got the Penguin going on tomorrow, and then other than that, after tomorrow, I ain't gonna have nothing going on right now. Anything for you, Moochie?
Nothing right now.
Yeah, you got stuff going on. Detroit, what you got coming up? Because you always dropping some videos. What you got going on?
I'm gonna be on here with y'all tomorrow. Though I gotta go back and watch episode 6 of the Penguin because I swear I can't remember all that. Only thing I can remember is 7 and 8, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna try my best to remember 6.
Listen, I don't be remembering nothing. I ain't having a whole bunch of pictures. We just gonna try to just talk what we can and remember what we can. Okay. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it too, just to freshen my brain up too. Be honest with you, because because I don't remember that. Tulsa King, the finale.
They've been fire, man. They've been
these last 2 episodes been good. The last 2 really been good.
Oh, also shout out to those who watch and review the show Reasonable Doubt, because I heard that it got renewed for a 3rd season.
Yes,
congratulations to them.
Yes, because Hulu is always counseling the black stuff on it. So I'm glad that
they give yourselves a bow. Y'all are the ones that y'all keeping the lights on over there.
I was gonna go over there and start protesting over there in Hulu.
They need to be protesting that.
I'm mad that they canceled Black Cake.
Mm-hmm. Well, they canceled that before it even got started.
No, we supposed to do a 2nd season to that.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get Bel Air to get renewal because it ain't got renewal yet.
Yeah, see, that's enough. See, no. And they need to do another. They need to do another show like they did with Fight Night, something like, because that thing was so good. That we need another.
They got a survey at Peacock. I had did the survey. They asked you what type of content that you want on their network. Like I put like more urban shows on there. You got to get more urban shows on the app, man. Let's get these black shows on these now
they do got the Peacock got a lot of good true crime stuff. If you're into true crime, they got a lot of good true crime stuff. But it's not enough black content on there. That I agree with. Yeah. Yeah, they got to do
It
better
ain't
with
no
that.
HBO neither.
Well, I know what I.
Yeah, HBO will
I know
cancel your stuff in a heartbeat too if you black.
Fact.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
Mhm.
But I know
Yep.
what I'll be watching tomorrow because the first season of Cross comes on tomorrow on Amazon, and not only the first season of that, but
Oh, yeah.
when they dropped the teaser for Cross back in June, they already had the show renewed for season 2. So you talking
Okay,
about they had
wait a minute. Let me ask you this before you go on about Cross. Are they dropping all of the episodes at one time?
Amazon normally don't
let me
do that.
see.
They only drop
Let
like
me see.
one,
Let me
like
see.
two.
Because
So what is dropping at
it's a rumor
midnight?
going
Or
around. Tamika kept telling me there's a rumor going around that all the episodes are going to drop.
At
She
three,
said
they,
She said
at,
MoDOT said it or somebody said it.
Yeah,
at
That it
3 o'clock
they
in the
said
morning.
they all drop they all dropping at 8 they all dropping all 8 episodes at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All 8 episodes.
Okay. All right. So God know, yeah, we're gonna probably do like
They
2 at a time.
they haven't done any
stretch it
they
out.
haven't done I don't think they've done it like that since the first season of The Boys, because I remember the first season of The Boys they did that, and then when they came back for a second season they did them weekly. So they'll probably drop them like this, and then when they do season 2 they'll drop them weekly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this isn't the first time Amazon has done that. So yeah.
Yeah. I know that. I know we're gonna do it. I don't know if we're gonna start this
Shout out
week
to
or not.
Alvis High.
I think we might do it on Sundays, but I'll let
I'm definitely
everybody know.
watching it though. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I mean, come on at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna start this week or skip and then do the next week. I don't know.
I might do like 2 episodes a day because I can't bring myself to binge every single episode, because you gotta literally like have a clear day if you're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about 8? You talking about 8 hours? That's a whole work day.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like Tamika does it because she be up all night long, and so she just sits and watches. But I
can't
have
do
to
it though.
probably
I
watch.
never did. I never do that.
I only did. You know what? The last time
I can
think
do it
did
on some
probably-
things, but I probably won't for this because especially if I'm reviewing it, I need to be able to.
last
If
time
I
I
binge
binge
watch
watched
the
the
whole
show
thing, then I'm
was-
gonna forget half the stuff that happened, and I ain't gonna remember nobody's name or nothing. So
the last time I think I binge watched the show was probably Luke Cage, and that was back when Netflix was doing 13 episode seasons.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Netflix don't even do that no more. They
No,
just
They don't.
they stop
They
that.
don't. They don't. They
Yeah.
cap it off at like 8 episodes.
8, 10 at the very most.
10
At the
10
very
most.
most. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Also, it's another news. The creator of Supercell says that they are currently now filming season 2
That's
of
what's up.
Supercell, because they got announced they got a season 2 a couple months ago, but now they said the creator is saying that they are now currently in
Where are they
production.
filming it in London?
Yeah,
Okay.
Moochie, didn't you review that? The first
yeah,
one?
we all
Yeah.
talked about it.
We
Me,
talked about
Moochie,
it.
Tamika, and Mo. We did a live about
Okay.
it. Another fantastic show. The only con I had was it was only 6 episodes. I said, let's see if we can get it to at least 8. If we're lucky, 10 for season 2, because that show was so good. That was a really good show.
Yeah, I gotta watch Vince Staples show too. That joint was good.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. The Vince Staples show. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, that's coming back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they renewed that too. So there's gonna be a lot of TV, y'all, for 2025. So we'll have to see now. You know, we can't review every single thing. So some things we just have to watch for enjoyment, because we ain't gonna be able to talk about everything. It's just too much, you know, but we'll do what we can. And that's that on that, y'all. Anything anybody got to add before
I'm
we
gonna be
get out
talking.
of
I'm
here?
gonna be talking about that deleter Daniel Penny tomorrow. That there was a interesting dent put into his case that's gonna hurt him. Thank God. Y'all know who that is, right?
Daniel, who is it again?
Daniel Penny. He was the guy that put that guy in the chokehold on the train last year.
Oh,
In New
okay.
York.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
So
now.
apparently a witness that was there lied or admitted that he lied that he was helping him. So that actually puts a dent in his case. So because the trial is underway right now, the trial been going on for maybe about 2 weeks now, I'm assuming. So one of their key quote unquote witnesses said that he lied about something. I'm gonna go into the detail about that tomorrow. Then you got them fools up in there saying that Trump need to give him a pardon. I said, you dummies, he can't do that because that's not a federal charge, it's a state charge. So you need to go talk to the governor, and good luck with that.
He can't give no pardons. I don't think
right now, because he can't do it as a president elect. So what can you do by the time he get in the office, the trial is gonna be done.
It should have been no man. He right. They don't know. They don't know about law, man.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I got. That's gonna be talking about tomorrow. And of course, I'll be watching maybe the first 2 episodes of Cross.
Yeah. We'll get it all set up with Cross, and whoever can join. But we so I don't know if it'll be this week. May have to wait till next week, but we'll see. I'm gonna check with Tamika too. So we will see, but we're definitely gonna be talking about Cross. That's probably the next thing that's gonna be coming up. But that's all for tonight, y'all. I ain't got no more. So y'all, thank everybody for coming out. We really appreciate it. This was a great series, and we will continue with some more Aaron Hernandez stuff, and then some other, true crime stories. And it ain't gonna end because there's always some bad people to talk about. So it's never gonna end with the true crime. It's never gonna end. That's a genre that we can go on and on and on. So, but anyway, y'all, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, do all the things that y'all do. We sure appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good night.